Showtime! The Capital G show starts right now.
What's up YouTube? Capital G here. We got some throwback support coming out of NECH Challengers. This is a Machina card, and I really didn't expect that. I thought Machinas were I thought it was one of those archetypes that Konami was just like, we made those things? Okay, we're not making it anymore. Alright, so it's called Machina Megaform. It's a level 8 Earth Machine Monster. 2600 attack, 1500 defense. It says you can tribute this card, special summon one Machina monster from your hand or your deck, except Machina Megaform, so it can't special summon itself. If a Machina Fortress you control is sent to the graveyard, while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can banish one Machina Fortress from your graveyard, special summon this card. You can only use one Machina Megaform effect per turn, and only once that turn. Again, that seems to be the new trend. Okay, so the first time that I read this card, I instantly liked it. Not just because Konami was giving throwback support, but I always like it when Konami releases support for older archetypes that are like no-brainers. I mean, Megaform is a fucking no-brainer. I mean, you're pretty much gonna run this card if you have any aspirations of running Machinas in the future. You run this card, period, point blank. First off, if it gets like Fiendish Chained, you can use its effect, you can tribute for a fortress, and then you can just attack with that, so it's like technically, I mean, you didn't lose anything, you're basically going plus right there. Or let's say there's like a crazy situation, your opponent's at like 2200 life points, 2000, somewhere around that. You go, summon Megaform, they're like bottomless trap hole. Okay, well you can lance it, and then you can tribute for fortress, and you can still game them that turn. I actually think, while not super often, you might actually see people attribute this for a copy of Gear Frame, just because that opens up the rank 4 plays like Exiton Knight or 101. You know, maybe you normal summon a gadget during that turn or something like that. I mean, those cards are incredibly powerful, and if you can generally read what your opponent has in their back row, if they don't have any back row and you need specific counters to, you know, what their field is, I can actually see that coming up a couple of times. Now, the second effect is obviously just going to be infinitely useful. I mean, if your fortress gets torrentialed or mirror force, especially torrential, that happens a lot. And when your fortress gets torrentialed, it just sucks because he doesn't get any effect, and you know, that's pretty much just a waste. You can just bring out Megaform. It's not really a +1, but I guess it does kind of help you recruit the neg one that you just took on the fortress summon. Also, the effect can be used on both turns. So, I mean, I'm pretty much looking at you, Dark Hole. Again, that's a card that people will often side deck, if not main deck, and I would probably side deck Dark Hole against Machinas just because I don't like having to deal with Fortress. That card's kind of a bitch to deal with. I just like the thought of being able to make rank 4s and make rank 7s a lot easier. You know what I mean? Like, if you need a Big Eye to get rid of your opponent's like BLS, you know that you don't want to have to deal with that card, and you don't have any other, you know, better options. Then if you have access to Redox, if you get this guy on board, all you have to do is just tribute it for Fortress, and then bam, just go straight into Big Eye, go straight into Dracosac, pop it, snatch steal it with Big Eye. I don't know, I think that while having this card available to break even on my Fortress summon, and at the same time giving me a huge fucking body, I just think that this card is fantastic. And I know that it might seem somewhat sacky, but I think with potentially having 5 2500 plus big ass machine bodies, if I was running Machina gadgets, I'd be main decking limiter removal all day. I mean, to me, that's way too many game ending shots. I mean, I'm gonna swing for the fences. Too many opportunities with big ass bodies. All I need to do is catch you sleeping for one turn, and I can easily do 5k or more, you know, if I haven't used my normal summon, add a gadget, add a freaking gear frame. I mean, you can OTK easily with limiter. I feel like that's a card that I'd definitely be running. And, I mean, when you look at this card, Megaform, there's basically no reason to ever use Cannon again. Like, ever. I mean, Cannon basically, I don't know what you're going to do with them, if you shred them, if you start using them as toilet paper to wipe your ass, but there's no reason for Cannon's existence anymore because Megaform is just so much more practical, and he has an effect, 2 effects, that you can actually use throughout the duel. So let me know what you guys think. It's good to see older archetypes get support, and again, I like this because they only needed to release one card, and the one card is instantly staple in the deck. So it's like a no-brainer that you run it. Why can't they do this with more decks? You know what I mean? Every old deck doesn't need like 10 cards to, you know, be revamped, and, you know, like half of them are bad. Just give one really good card. Thank you guys for watching as always. Give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, I have no idea what you're waiting for. Maybe I should give you a limiter removal. And if you would, check out my Kickstarter. We're still very, very, very far off from my goal. I really hope to reach that. And also, I'm going to be adding some incentives. I'll probably post that video in about 3 or 4 days what the incentive program is going to be. I think you guys are going to like it. It's going to be really good. And again, only asking for $1 or $2 donations. Thank you guys for watching as always. Subscribing makes life happy.